Okay, so welcome back everyone to Undermountain, our epic dungeon delving adventure here on Javelin Entertainment. We'll be streaming this story every Thursday starting at 6:30 p.m. Central. If you missed the last chapter, you can find it on the channel page or by clicking on the playlist link in the description. Last time, our adventurers talked to a new woman named Kha'narique, who said she would like to follow Skella, the half-dwarf, half-Duergar woman that the party had met earlier, and see what she had taken from the caverns. Using Zannah's earth elemental senses, they tried to track down Skella and eventually caught up to her, seeing her head into the large basalt doors, but they decided that leaving is more important than seeing what she was up to. They pushed on up the caverns into Wyllowwood and caught up Kha'narique and Seren on what had happened to the other members of their party. Kha'narique tried to determine if the body of Zella still had a soul remaining, but was unable to get really any information with the spells that she had tried. Ari still struggled to grasp that Zella's persona now resided within Gibillion. Zella strided off in frustration, and Seren went to talk to her to try to see if she wanted to do anything about the old body. While looking around and discussing, they also discovered some skeletal remains within a cavern and chose to avoid them and head east, where they came into contact with one of the awakened trees who warned them about harming the forest. They continued north along the shore to find a boat and did find a small one across the river. Ari tried to swim across, but a shape approached behind him. Zella aimed at it, preparing to fire, and saw another Hydra emerging large out of the water. Using shield and his wonderful new adamantine armor, Ari was able to hold it back a bit and able to get back to shore, but the Hydra followed after. The Hydra's regeneration was a problem as it grew up to 10 heads, and Kha'narique tried to put it to sleep multiple times before it finally worked. But when the creature fell, it fell on top of Seren, nearly crushing her. And as she tried to escape, she accidentally broke the incantation that was surrounding it. The Hydra nearly finished off Ari, Kha'narique, and Seren, but Zella was finally able to finish off the creature and return the wood to a serene quiet. So, now we find our party back within the edge of Wyllowwood. And what would you all like to do as you have defeated the foe that had been a problem now twice for you all?
Rest would probably be good for a lot of the party.
It appears I have 7 HP.
That sounds accurate.
Yes. Oh shoot, roll 20 is important.
That's after extensively making sure you
Pretty
lived
disappointed that I appear to still have a smite slot available.
You didn't...
You were currently hiding up on the wall due to your 7 HP.
Yes.
That seems wise.
I came in clutch with exploding bad guys, so...
Yeah, no, I have literally just my packed magic slot left. I'm not sure Adam knew how to use it.
I bet he did, but I don't think he had an opportunity. He was getting traced pretty good.
He used every other spell slot. Literally every other spell slot. Okay.
Alrighty. Sorry, are you guys going to try and attempt to rest?
I would be willing to rest.
I'm sorry, you guys look uncomfortably healthy right now? What the fuck?
I was a rock.
Yeah. I healed, but I don't think Ari was in the range to heal.
I tanked with 0 dex and a d8 hit dice.
Nice.
Yeah. We're all struggling, sir. Alright, now that finally loaded in.
So are we trying to shoot for a short rest or a long rest here?
How long has it been since we long rested?
You guys last long rested.
Because we've been traveling a minute, right?
Yeah, it's been about 30 minutes to an hour in Wyllowwood. It was an hour or so before to get up here from the last level. I don't think you guys have rested for a couple levels, so it's been at least a few hours. Probably the last time that you guys rested was in the tunnels after the fight that ended in a couple of party deaths.
Sounds correct.
So in that case, are we going to go for a long, or are we still trying to do a short?
Well, Ari has no spell slots, so we might want him to get those back.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Are you guys setting up any sort of watch or any protection, or just gonna
How about
collapse
we
down?
make the elves do it?
I mean, I'll be awake for 4 hours.
Isn't fuck, what's its name? Joe's new character. I can't read it because it's partially obscured.
Kha'narique?
Kha'narique. Yeah, is Kha'narique an elf or is that something else?
Nope. Not an elf.
How much does Kha'narique need sleep?
Hold please and I'll check.
I
how
believe
much
it's
does
the
Gibillion-
standard amount.
I think so.
How much does Gibillion need sleep?
I haven't tested that, but I've been sleeping. Good question, though.
That's a good point. If you're an elf soul in a Fire Ganassi's body, do you have to sleep?
I don't know.
I have no idea, but I could take the first watch because I am undamaged.
Awful kind of you, Gibillion.
Yeah, I need to sleep but not breathe apparently.
What?
Interesting.
I think at this point, Zella is just gonna start taking psychic damage from the continued trauma of Ari just refusing
feels
to
like.
acknowledge. Yeah. But
A
yes.
mental level of exhaustion dealing with his ass.
But yeah, as the spells kind of wear down, and you guys do your best to take a watch here. Zella, if you would like to go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh yeah, Gabella.
Cool.
Nice.
Sam's
Good
mad about
start.
all her characters dying and wants ours to experience it too.
So, Zella, you find that you're a little more worn out than you expected. Apparently, to answer your question, your body does get a little bit more worn out than your previous elven form, and you find yourself dozing off, and by the time you wake up, it is well past when you were supposed to change out.
Oh,
For
no one
your
needs to
watch.
know that. Well, do I figure... who only needed 4 hours of sleep?
That would be me.
Oh. Alright. I will come find you. You seem
Alright.
to have survived this far. I have nothing to report.
Alright.
You can make a perception check as well, Zannah.
Okay. Oop. Character sheet would help. Sorry.
Second nat one.
so.
Let's go.
Internet is not loading. There we go.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
not quite as devastating. Fully refreshed and fresh off of your long rest, Zannah, you keep a careful eye over the area. You do notice that there are multiple animals still within the forest. You see some elk come to drink from the river. as well as a small black bear. But other than that, your group is mostly unabated. You do notice that from actually, let me check something real fast. Yeah, from what you can see, the forest seems pretty quiet. There's not too much activity. It seems that with at least with what you all have done so far, that there hasn't been any anger or any change to the scenery.
Okay. Who do I wake up? Obviously not Ari.
I mean, if it's been 4 hours and 4 hours, everybody wakes up.
Yeah.
Okay, are we considering Gabella's mess up as 4 hours?
You're not sure?
I don't know.
Did I feel rested when Gabella came and got me?
You did.
Like fully?
Mike Foley.
Okay, then I'm gonna say we're probably good. I'm gonna go poke Ari and see if he's less dead.
Hey, Austin, am I less dead?
You do feel not marginally, significantly better. Much
Do
less
I feel
dead
like I
than you
could
were a
do
few hours ago.
the magic?
Well, only one way to find out.
I feel like you have to inherently know your spell slots.
Do you? Sounds like
It feels like
a
the kind of
deep
thing you
question.
could feel.
Does it?
It feels like it should be the kind of thing you can feel. Like, think about like if you're about to do something that's like really physically or mentally taxing, like you have some internal bead of like how it's gonna go.
I mean, you feel refreshed.
Like if we told Joe to go bench 400 right now, like he could probably tell us how many reps he had in him.
Seeing he's already benched today, the answer is 0, sir.
Exactly, because your spell slots are gone and you can feel that. Thank you. Making my point.
Or that's just that Joe is limited and constrained. Weak ass Joe.
Simply be able to bench more.
Working on it.
But yes, as far as you can tell, you feel refreshed.
Cool.
Does anything else sound like static? Are you guys hearing this?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Somebody's got a static feedback then.
I think it's Andrew.
Oh shit, is it?
Well, if it was, you fixed it now.
I mean, I was walking to refill my water bottle, so maybe it was that.
Could be.
So did we get a long rest, Austin?
Yes.
Cool.
Philosophical questions aside. Let me make sure I don't want to change my spells out.
So yeah, Seren, your HP goes to full and you regain all of your expended spell slots.
Hey, in terms of clerics, do they have Revivify?
Yes.
I know our party's half cleric, but also like...
I have it.
Okay. Specifically have it prepared, in case we happen to find diamonds.
I also keep it prepared. I'm now a good cleric. Thank you for asking.
You know, I was worried.
The bit
'Cause
of a non-healing cleric was funny the first 3 times I did it, but now I will be a real cleric.
I don't know. Even my healing clerics never carry Revivify.
I was gonna say,
What
I
is
don't have
wrong
diamonds.
with you people?
No diamonds.
Diamonds be expensive, bruh.
Okay, stop being poor.
Hey, if I have diamonds, what makes you think I'm gonna give them to you?
Our diamonds, comrade.
Alrighty, so you all have completed said long rest and have yet to find any way upstream. And while it's decently easy to swim at this point, swimming the multiple miles up the river might be a bit difficult.
shall we walk?
What about the boat?
There was a boat, and I think Zella and Kha'narique can still see the boat on the other side.
What does the area above this look like? It's
Above?
like a dome of like sky, right?
Correct. Yeah, it looks like you're looking up at a morning sky now.
Have y'all played Elden Ring?
Not yet.
Oh. There's an underground part. I'm wondering if it's like this, where you have like a sky.
Yes.
I mean, we're literally between 2 levels. So there is definitely a roof above us. It just looks like sky.
No, but I'm
Correct.
saying that's how the Elden Ring map is. Hang
Yeah.
on. I'll show you a picture, Joe.
I've seen the picture, and yes, that is what you guys have determined it to be. Like.
Do we have any idea how tall it is?
Not yet. You guys haven't explored the roof. You just know that it is underground.
I don't know. Ari was pretty close to exploring a roof.
Ari, you're right. Ari did make it 60 feet up and didn't touch a roof.
Okay, so it's at least it's tall.
It's tall.
That's what it'd be like.
All right. So it's not really feasible to go walk along the roof and up and over to the boat.
You're not
Oh.
sure? You know the roof is more than 60 feet up. That is all you know right now.
And there's not obviously like a wall to climb to reach it kind of thing. Like it's
Correct.
not like you can climb up something to touch the roof.
Correct.
So yeah, across the river appears to be the only option.
What if, and y'all hear me out here, Zannah turns into something that can swim, and then swims real quick like, and then gets in the boat and rows it over to us.
If you guys had not been in such a hurry to kill the Hydra, we would have harnessed it as our way up the stream.
I don't know
Yeah.
what you've been smoking, but can I have some?
I do not smoke. I know that is strange for my people, but I'm not much of a smoker.
You've been smelling salts then.
I do smell something, and I'm pretty sure it's the fact that you have not showered recently.
The amenities down here ain't great.
So I've seen. You are still rather handsome despite your unkempt appearance.
Who are you flirting with me?
Not really. I'm just
This is-
polite.
Just the person in general.
So no, I think that boat might be our best way up the stream, and I was going to tie it to the Hydra if we were not in such a hurry to dispatch the beast.
Considering we were half dead, I think it was best to dispatch the Hydra.
Oh,
Then
I
you turn
do
into a
recognize
non-boss.
the wisdom. It's just it's unfortunate. Perhaps we could find a new propulsion system.
I can only turn into a shark. I think that's the only thing I can do that swims.
What kind of shark?
Austin, did we ever
Perhaps a-
specify shark type?
Baby shark do 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 do.
I wanna say it was just a reef shark, but I don't remember. I think there's two kinds of sharks. There's like a basic shark and a hunter shark. It was whatever the basic shark is.
A shark could
How-
push them to us.
How strong are you as a shark?
Let me look at the reef shark. Hold on. It's a medium beast.
So you would tire quickly if you were to be pulling the boat?
What would tiredness equate to in skills?
I have no idea.
Usually like
Perhaps.
a con check, right?
Yeah, perhaps Constitution, depending on it. But just think a horse is relatively usually a medium to large creature, and so it'd be roughly equivalent to a horse trying to pull a cart with 4 people.
That'd tire the fuck out of a horse. Like, you would not be going fast. But it
No,
would be
no.
possible.
So the strat is turn into shark, swim over to get the boat, row the boat over to us, and then everybody in the boat works together to propel it.
The stream still points down the other direction, though. It will still be fatiguing.
Do we have paddles?
Do we see
Or
paddles
are
in
there
the boat?
Paddles with the boat?
We haven't got there yet.
Yeah, you
but do we
guys
see
are
them?
way away. If
Well, we're next to
Zella-
a magic forest, so we can make paddles. That ain't no problem.
I don't think the tree people would want us to cut down their trees to
You don't need to cut
paddle
down
a boat.
tree to make a paddle. You just take some dead wood and you cut it in the right shape.
Well, as long as you don't piss off the tree people, we're good. Because they were ready
Oh,
to skin our
we
hides
could-
earlier.
We could make a paddle out of Hydra bones.
Okay. Get crafty then.
I didn't say I could make a paddle out of Hydra bones. Blow your roll.
I certainly can't do it.
I mean, if you want to be like real crafty, I could use spirit weapon and make a paddle because a paddle technically could be a weapon. But that's an awfully wonky use for a spell slot.
How long does your spirit battle last?
That's a good question.
It's like a minute.
yeah, I think
yeah.
it's 10 minutes.
True. Never mind.
I imagine the trip back up to Skullport will take probably hours. Probably not a whole day's travel, but it's probably in the several hours scheme.
Well, we cannot kill a tree.
Especially against the current. Yeah.
Wait, does Zannah have polymorph yet?
No, Zannah does not have polymorph.
That's a bummer.
Zannah had to be a cleric, remember?
Okay, but could she have polymorph, since we just finished a long rest?
Let me see.
4th level.
Oh, then yes.
Hear me out, because polymorph lasts an hour, and the CR is the level of you. So we're level 10. So we could have a CR 10 swimming thing, which would definitely be able to pull a boat.
Would that be a giant shark?
Dude, I don't know. Maybe? That seems adequate.
I mean, an aboleth is about that CR, and those are like big sea monsters. We could probably furnish something.
I think they're monstrosities, though. We didn't need it to be a beast, but you get the idea. I'm just throwing that out there as an option.
So yes, if our shark gets tired, we could put a substitute shark.
A shark team, if you will.
Wait, I might be able to do a shark team. Hold on.
And Ari, you are a very accomplished sailor, right?
Their CR
could,
half.
You could pilot a shark-drawn boat carriage.
I was expecting to be the shock.
I see.
But sharks are, they know their way around.
All right, I think we have a plan. Will
We're a
somebody
whale.
go?
Could
Would
we be
somebody
like a
go
giant?
fetch the boat?
Wait, could we be like a sperm whale? Those are probably like CR10 or lower, right?
That is a funny word. What does that word mean?
Whale?
I'm not familiar. Is that what is that?
It's like a big fish, but it breathes air.
Oh,
It's
They're
a
covered
challenge
in
rating.
fat, and if you stab them with enough spears, then you kill them, and you use all the fat to sell.
Yeah. So
Kinda
while
gross now that I think about it
that
that way.
sounds like a very interesting profession.
Yeah.
More of a side hustle.
and while Ari may have seen a whale, Zannah has not.
No,
You might be able
Zannah-
to try to create it based off of the description, but it will be a check based if you try to do it that way.
Could Zannah create a bigger shark? A giant shark?
Probably
Based on
be
my
much more
knowledge.
likely than a whale,
Okay.
since you know what a shark looks like. Making it increase in size is much easier.
Okay, so I could turn Ari into a big shark.
Theoretically, could certainly try.
Okay. I will try.
Before you
Probably-
do that,
Probably
could
wait
we
until
have
we have
someone?
the boat.
Yes, let's go fetch the boat.
Am I swimming to get the boat, or how are we getting the boat?
Yeah, I figure you wild shape into something that swims well, then you go get the boat and paddle it back to us.
Okay, I'll be baby shark then.
But
You
we
go
need a
get the boat.
paddle too.
Well, you said Hydra bones, so somebody else can
And
work on that.
That's an
and I'll go
option.
get
Or
the
no,
boat.
but you're gonna need a paddle to paddle it back to us.
No, I'm just gonna push it with my head.
Oh, okay. I guess
I'm a
you can
shark.
do that. Yeah, that's an option.
I mean, why not use
Alright.
this wild shape to the fullest?
All right, Gibillion, you made all that fancy gear. Let's learn how to carve shark bone.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I'll give that a shot.
This is gonna
How
go
hard
great.
could it be, right? The bones are already basically in the shape. It more or less just tie a flat bone onto a long bone. Yeah.
This is very scientific.
Yeah. Can't be that hard.
All right, so Zannah, you're shifting into a reef shark.
Yeah, the little one.
All right.
Swimmy,
Baby
swimmy.
shark doo. Oh, fucking
Swimmy.
titties.
Swimmy, swimmy. Oh,
Fucking
fuck, it's on the
titties.
shore. That's why you said I needed a paddle.
So this is it's not on the shore. It's kind of like in the shallows of this area.
Can I nudge it enough from the water to get it to in the water?
Sure. Make me an athletics check.
Is that shark stats or people stats?
Shark stats.
Oh, I gotta look up the shark again. Hold on.
I can tell
Oh,
you,
the other animals up.
it's a +2 for strength.
Okay. Shark stat.
All right.
Give that a step, Sammy. Bourbon, cream, and Coke.
A little late for Coke, right?
I don't sleep till like 4 in the morning. It's prime Coke season right now.
I hate you.
All right. So, Zannah, as you begin to move your shark head over and press up against this boat, you find that it does kind of shift off from these shallows and move into the deeper water. And you kind of go to move back for another push, and you begin to pull the boat back with you. It seems to be stuck to your head.
You know what? I'll take it.
Somehow you kind of look a bit confused, and then these eyes open up on the boat,
The boat's a
Oh.
fucking mimic.
and the mouth opens up on the boat, as his mouth reaches out to bite onto you. That is gonna be a hit. Let's see.
That's hilarious.
I fucking hate it here.
So go ahead and have your shark take 8 points of piercing damage and 7 points of acid damage as this now revealed to be Mimic bites into your shark's form.
Screw the reef shark. Zannah does not have a swim speed, y'all.
Are you Zannah yet?
Not yet, I'm almost.
Alright, so you are... Actually, you know what? At this point, let's have Zannah and the Mimic, the boat Mimic, go ahead and roll initiative. And if I could have... Actually, Zella was working on the Hydra. So Kha'narique, if you want to go... actually, what's your passive perception?
I'm not proficient in perception, so 12.
12. So yeah, at least for the moment, this is relatively subtle as it's happening in the water. I don't think you would pick up on this just yet. So we'll give it a round and see what happens.
Sorry. I just want to make sure I heard that right. Joe, you're a cleric with a 14 wisdom.
Yes, sir.
What is wrong with you, Joe?
He's the best.
I promise the character makes sense. It's actually quite an efficient support.
I simply refuse to believe you.
I
Oh,
promise
that's
you.
why.
So, it uses Warlock as well. So the actual casting stat that's important is Warlock, and all the cleric spells simply support that and don't depend on spell save DC or to hit.
Y'all are on crack.
I'll explain the character. You'll love this. It's fucking cool.
It makes
Alrighty.
sense the same way my retaliatory wizard bard is going to make sense.
That sounds cool. You see, I stopped playing real characters and started playing interesting characters about 2 years ago.
Alright, so it is the Mimic's turn first as it is going to try and attack into you again. Let's see. Okay, perfect. That's what I thought. Cool. Alrighty.
Stop hitting the shark.
Yeah, that does just barely hit as the bite catches you once more. That's going to be 6 points of piercing damage and 4 points of acid damage.
No mas, Sharky.
And Sharky is unfortunately gone as Zannah pops out into the river, and this Kha'narique you would be able to see as suddenly there is a splash as Zannah is now struggling in the water, still with her head now stuck to the boat, and she appears to be starting to drown. And now the rest of you all can roll initiative. As Zannah, what are you doing stuck to this boat? Or this boat mimic, rather.
Casting something to make animal friends. What is it called?
Go ahead and roll me. Can you roll me an intelligence check?
I don't think I'm.
Alright.
Oh,
This is
you're doing conjure animals?
Yes.
Alright. What are you summoning?
2 giant sharks. Or no, not giant sharks, hunter sharks.
2 hunter sharks.
Think I can do, or is it just 1 level 2 thing? Can't remember. Doop-a-doo. Oh, 1 hunter shark.
Alright.
And I will hold on to said hunter shark to not drown.
Well, the problem isn't so much that you can't swim. The problem is that your head is currently being held underwater because it is attached to the boat mimic.
Okay, then hunter shark push boat back to shore-ish.
Alrighty. Then we'll go ahead and do a What is that? Yeah, an athletics check with the hunter shark. Their strength is +4, so that's nice.
Hey, that's better than we were at before.
All right, so hunter shark is now here, and hunter shark is bigger.
Hunter Shark says 22.
I looked down and saw the 3 from Ari and was like, "Oh no!" But I now realize what it was.
Yeah, Hunter Shark says bigger bush.
Alrighty. So do 9 there. Descending. There we go. Alrighty. So yes, that will be contested. But yeah, easily. The large hunter shark begins to push, and you all move up towards the shore, pressing you out onto the shore with this large, what now you can see as does appear to be a mimic as it begins to slide across the ground in response. And that will bring us to Zella. Zella, you have been kind of carving away at this creature, trying to figure out what you're going to do to make ores out of this. When Kha'narique grabs your attention and you hear the splash, looking over, you can now see Zella in some sort of combat. What would you like to do?
Try and fire crossbow shots from here, I guess.
Alrighty,
Move
go
up a
for
little
it.
bit. Let's see. I think I'm at 4, right? I think Basalt applies.
Fortunate. Is it 4? If they've already
For
gone?
the first round, because
Yes, for her.
yeah, the
It's
only
just
thing that
your
doesn't
first
apply
round.
is the assassinate. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Then yeah, all 4 of those will hit, and you do have sneak attack.
Sweet. I was just about to ask.
8, 16, 27, 34, 38. Very nice.
Hey, Austin.
Yeah,
Is the square? Can you see my arrow?
I can.
Is that square? Where is the arrowhead there? Is that land?
Yes. I mean, it's
Excellent.
shallows, but you can stand there.
Okay, that's a standable space.
Yep.
Cool. Thank you,
I-
sir.
All right, and Kha'narique, you are up next.
I will step up. 60 feet is in the long range of that short bow, but the sprite is invisible, so it'd be a flat roll. For nope, that misses.
That does not hit. Yep.
And I suppose I will. All right, that makes this a little bit more complicated. I'll just Eldritch Blast. I'm
Alrighty.
sorry.
Those will both hit. Whoo! Big damage.
Dicey. 1 in 100 roll.
With 1 point to spare, Kha'narique, how do you want to do this? That.
All right, so you guys see these bolts come from
You
this dagger that I'm
motherfuckers.
holding, and see me kind of visibly excite that as this creature perishes, just kind of a shiver that runs through, and a big smile across my face. That there's you vaguely, if you're paying attention, get a little bit of a visual of some sort of a connection of some siphon back, and it seems to make me happy, and then it just fades, and I look normal.
And you are all once again in the quiet of the serene forest. But rather than having a boat, you have a dead mimic.
The backup plan is, I guess, to keep walking then. Maybe we can find another log or something we could should fabricate a raft.
Maybe we should just walk.
We are currently 0 for 2 in trying to
I think
be
we're
propelled.
working too hard here.
We are not meant to do things in the water.
Yeah, the water is violent.
Not our friend.
Can I have my hunter shark friend bring me back?
Sure. Just go ahead and roll another athletics check for the hunter shark.
That's +4.
Yep.
Fuck.
No.
It's not the easiest to get its attention and control, and a few times it kind of swims after a few fish in the water. But it gets you there. You're tired and waterlogged and frustrated, but eventually it pulls you across the distance.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of keep it right there for a little bit. I'm not gonna make it go away.
Alrighty.
Can it scout the water ahead for us to see if there's anything else lying in wait in the water?
It is not smart. In the
Neither
slightest.
am I.
It is not wise, and it is very much not intelligent.
I see. All right.
Like,
So I guess we would just walk. Oh, up ahead on the bank, and I will point out in about that direction. I see another boat.
oh god.
Now afraid of boats.
The track record does not suggest success, but perhaps we cautiously explore the next one. So yeah, about 100 feet up into the northwest. There's another boat, guys. Conveniently, our wonderful DM stuck the real boat after the mimic boat.
I didn't move it. That's where you guys left it, actually.
I know. But she doesn't know that. She wasn't with you guys.
But
yeah,
yes, Zannah and Ari and Zella, as you approach, you do see the boat that you all had, the makeshift boat that you had used to get down here, or one of them, does seem to still be on the shore where you left it.
All right, let's take a look at this one a little more carefully. If somebody wants to examine the boat, I can offer a little bit of magical assistance.
But this is our old boat.
It still might behoove us to not just touch all of the things.
Have the hunter shark boop it with its nose.
The hunter shark kind of moves up and begins to kind of boop it with the nose before kind of turning and kind of testing it with its teeth on the one end, and then finding that it doesn't taste good and moving away.
All right, that sounds like it's really a boat this time.
The boat looks
Does
to be about.
anybody want to pilot it?
The boat looks to be about a makeshift size of a standard canoe. Could probably fit 2 to 3 people easily, 4 to 5 unstably.
So if we put Ari in the water as a water creature, then that would be ideal.
Yes, and maybe set up some sort of a harness, so he can pull it along.
We have rope.
That could work. Let's see if there's anything else. Maybe he could bite onto, and he holds that harness and brings it along.
We can use a bone and rope. That's all we got.
That should work better than nothing. Ari, are you willing to carry this team?
I always do.
to be an extra giant shark?
Let's get
I
this
am
bread.
liking you more and more every moment.
All right, so you guys are going to try and fashion a harness from one of the bones and some rope?
Somebody who's actually good at things is, perhaps I can offer a little bit of magic guidance, and that's about the best I can do to help folks.
So who's attempting to get this bone?
Can herbalism help me in any way, shape, or form in this?
My guess is
Probably
it's
not.
survival. Survival's probably the best makeshift fabrication skill.
I can survival.
Survival sounds like it should apply.
So Zannah, do you want to try salvaging a bone from the Hydra?
Yeah. Sure.
All right, go ahead and roll me a survival check.
And take a D4 of guidance if you haven't yet. If such a thing is acceptable.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, Zannah, you've carved up creatures before out of necessity, and you know the rough ways of how to fillet meat off the bone, and it's weird to do it. Normally it's for the meat rather than for the bone, and you find that it's a bit disconcerting still, despite the nature of the beast, but you quickly and efficiently pull off one of the smaller bones from the creature's leg that's easily accessible, and about roughly the size that you would need for the shark that you're intending to turn Ari into.
Okay. Do I need to get a second bone as like a backup in case he bites through this one? Because knowing Austin, he's gonna have to roll for something and he might bite it.
Sounds plausible.
Okay. Can I get a second bone?
Yeah, I'll say with that survival check, if you wanted to pull out 2 bones, that's more than that's easily done.
Okay. So I got 2 bones. And who had the rope? All the rope. Lots of rope. Is that
I
Ari?
assume pretty much all of us have rope in our pack somewhere.
Well, yeah, but I feel like somebody had lots of rope.
Probably the sailor. Alright, do you have a bunch of rope?
Yes,
Cool.
Can we use your rope?
that seems like the main idea of having rope is to use it.
Cool. So we're gonna tie the rope to both of the bones, like in sequence, so that if he bites through one, there's still a backup bone.
I love getting a backup bone.
Hold up. Bonk.
Yes, that is the plan. Okay.
All right, and then you're shifting Ari into a giant shark.
Well, yeah, like
I mean, I can be shifted. I cannot shift.
because a giant shark is only a challenge rating 5, so like an extra giant shark.
Like a CR10 giant shark.
A
Homebrew that
double
bitch.
giant shark.
That's
Yes.
not quite how this works typically, but
But hear me out. What if it could work that way?
if you
Think of
want,
the
you
possibilities.
can roll a wisdom check.
Can we have advantage for it being a fucking cool idea?
No. Lots of your ideas are cool. I don't give them advantage.
Do I just hit the wisdom button, or do I use the wisdom saving
Yeah,
throw?
no, use the wisdom button.
Okay. Oh, I am not wise.
What is with all you full casters and not maxing out your casting ability?
Alright, now give me a wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Hey!
So you are able to get Ari
Wait,
into...
That's also +5.
That is true. You are able to get Ari shifted into a normal giant shark.
Damn. Okay. And I guess he has backup from the hunter shark that's just kind of chilling with us.
Damn. Shark friends.
My, what big teeth you have.
What's the giant shark's intelligence?
1.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Not -1 or +1. 1.
Yeah, mine is 5.
a single intelligence. I
Yes.
think we should have gone with the whale.
The whale is not much better. It has like 3.
What? And,
Yeah.
and Orca's intelligence should be like 8.
It has
And-
3.
To be noted, actually, no, as you do shift Ari, the hunter shark does disappear because that's also concentration.
Rip.
Oh, okay.
And also Seren, the light of Ari's blade also does disappear, so you find yourself in relative darkness once again.
Yeah.
If only there were a cantrip that could fix that. I bet a very prepared player would have a cantrip.
A prepared player probably would.
Probably something
Oh, wait.
called light.
Correct. You're right.
hit
Well,
nudge
once
nudge
you
slash
said
I
you
wrote
helped
your
them
character sheet.
Maybe a player with a good friend who helped them be prepared.
That's right.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast that on my shoes.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Let there be light.
Alright, so you all have a giant shark, Ari, and a boat, and some light.
So, would 4 people be a problem, or do I need to turn into a shark? Again.
Can you hold concentration while you're wild shaped?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
I figured, I just wanted to be sure.
I mean, honestly, the shark is relatively the same size as the boat at this point. It's a big shark.
Let's
Chonky.
let's hook Ari up to the canoe, and then we will see if there is room for 3 or if there is room for 4.
Sounds good. Come here, Sharky.
I'll give you some more guidance on actually hooking him to the apparatus. I can't help you any more than that because I imagine it's also survival.
I'm
which I
not
am
gonna.
very unproficient.
I'm not gonna roll a check for this one. It's not too difficult to get him tied and attached. A willing creature tied and attached to the boat should not be difficult.
Cool. Okay.
Whoopsie.
Okay, we have a boat and a shark.
Can I assume that if Ari is a shark, he is not carrying Zella's body?
Actually, when he
That's
got
not how that
shifted,
works.
the body got shifted with him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything I'm carrying becomes part of me when I'm polymorphed.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
Bold of you to
Magic.
think that I would let you dispose of a body while I was a shark.
A
Have
for
to wake
effort,
up
though.
pretty early to pull one over on me.
Had to try.
So yeah, let's be off.
Alright,
Wait,
so the
let's,
whole time, you hear this gurgling from the water that is roughly for the whole hour.
Somehow he got less annoying, despite making noises the whole time. I don't know about the rest of you, but I find him rather endearing. He is, how you say, hilarious.
Also hot while you're on the topic.
You're a shark, you can't add anything.
Shark boy.
No, I'm metagaming. I'm just making sure you guys don't forget.
We've literally got Shark Boy and Lava Girl here with fucking Gibillion in Gazella.
Alright.
Can we
I
pilot
won't
this
open
craft?
that can of worms. Let's carry on.
Yeah. Ari, if you would like to make me an athletic check using the giant sharks +6.
Do I keep my proficiency?
No,
Well, that's a bummer.
it is just it's whatever the
Wait.
sharks.
Nope, because it's a polymorph. You don't have your skills. A druid would get their proficiency bonus.
I don't know
I
if
think a
they
22 is gonna be good
would.
enough.
But that's a discussion for another day. Is yes, that is plenty.
So what I'm hearing is that Ari would actually be better in his own body pulling a boat than a shark because I have a +7 to athletics.
Not necessarily. Just because you have a higher check means that you might be better than someone of your same size, but the shark's size and immensity makes the DC go down. Weird. That's absurd then. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me, but okay.
What doesn't make sense to you?
How
Oh,
D&D
that druids
works.
retain all their shit? That's because druids are bullshit.
I mean, I
we've been
get retaining some things, but retaining ability proficiencies when you're in a different body doesn't make any sense to me. But that doesn't matter. Neither here nor there for this game. Right. So,
I mean, I think it makes sense in the sense that, like, if you're a druid and you're changing bodies all the time, then you would just be used to that. Right?
For some things, yes, but for some things, I don't necessarily know. But again, it's easier
Yeah.
to just say they can always get it than trying to be specific.
Yeah.
But yes, you all, after a couple hours, do make your way back into the caverns where you had the fight with the aboleth.
Oh god.
Not a great time.
Wait, where? Oh, there we are.
I got you guys.
Up ahead on the left. Pay attention. Don't be surprised.
And Kha'narique, you kind of catch sight of these figures as they seem to be moving away into the caverns. As they move out of your view, you all continue forward.
Yeah.
All right.
If I catch sight of another one, I would like to actually wave at them. Like, we would share a language and potentially some commonality. That they might be worth a talk if I see any that appear even remotely interested in communicating and not escaping.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception check?
It's a passive of a 2, sir. There
Hey,
we go.
I mean,
This is not where we thrive.
you never know. Alrighty, is anyone else doing anything as you all make your way up the shore?
I'm just gonna be chilling with my 17 passive perception.
Alright, so we'll say, Zannah, as you're kind of keeping an eye on this, you notice that Kha'narique is like looking around excitedly for whatever figures she happened to see. And there are none, but she looks around happily anyway. You do catch sight of what looks to be a ruined boat off in the corner.
Not approaching it, just keep swimming. Through the boat, I don't care.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
All right. And eventually, you all come to a spot where the river seems to have some sort of metallic obstacles. Some
the
debris has hit into the water.
Ooh, I do see somebody. I will wave. Do they wave back?
So, Kha'narique, with your extended vision, you kind of begin to wave into the darkness, and Zannah, you see this and kind of look around, kind of confused. And then there is a sound like the twanging of bowstrings and firing of gunpowder as you all come under fire from the nearby drow. And there is just a curt little wave from the ones on the shore that Kha'narique can see. If everybody could go ahead and roll me some initiative.
Why did you wave at things in the cave? You know nothing is nice here.
What? Why do this? All right, and Ari, yours. Where is it? You are +0.
Hell yeah, brother. Wait, my whole ability to like smell blood from a mile away and sense electricity is a +0 perception? Yep. Because that feels like a load of barnacles, and I am protesting this stat sheet.
I mean, I
You
would
are
tend
actually
to agree
covered
with
in a
you.
load of barnacles right now, sir.
I'm hauling a load of barnacles right now.
Yep.
Carry on.
I need you to roll initiative.
Oh, sorry. Hey, that ain't bad.
Alrighty. Oh no. Setting these up real fast. Perfect. Sweet, and this one. Perfect. Wonderful. And we'll put that in there. Alright. So yes, to start off, let's roll some dice. As you all come under fire. And we'll start from the back first. So Kha'narique, you're going to take 2 hits. And let's go ahead and do those now so I know which ones are which. Alrighty. So Kha'narique, it is going to be 9 points of piercing damage to you. And then another 13 points of poison damage. And then on the second hit, that is going to be 8
Both
points
hit
of...
my AC.
Yes. Well, 2 of the
That's
3
unfortunate.
hit your AC. 8 points of piercing on the second, and I need a Constitution saving throw. Alrighty. You all watch as Kha'narique passes out. And Kha'narique, go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Don't fall out of the boat.
And luckily falls in the boat. And next up, we will have Zannah. And Zannah
Wait, isn't
will
it?
take...
Oh, damage. Okay.
2 attacks. The first one will be... Oh, I can just roll this again. I should have done that first, but that's okay. I need you to take 9 points of piercing damage and a Constitution save. All right. And then 7 points of damage and a Constitution save. All right. So Zannah gets hit with a bolt and also begins to get woozy. I need a dexterity save from you. And as she gets woozy, she gets hit by another bolt and is able to kind of catch her and shake out of the sleeping that was taking over her body. I do need 2 Constitution saving throws from you, Zannah.
Again?
Yes, this is to keep concentration.
Okay.
Constituted.
Perfect. Yep, those will be
Shark boy is
totally
still
fine.
shark.
And then, oopsies. All right, Seren is going to get 3 attacks as well. Ooh, those are decently low. What is Seren's AC? We're at what? A 17?
Yep.
Okay, so the first one. Yep, the first one definitely misses, and I think that will make all of them miss.
Woo!
Oh, nope, one of them just barely clips you. So you will take 5 points of piercing, and I need you to also make me a Constitution saving throw.
+5.
+5.
Does a 12 make it?
12 does not. You
that's a bummer.
are poisoned as well.
Wait, did we all get to add that, or only the first 2 people? Because
Yeah, you 2 are too far back.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I don't think there's anything in the paladin aura about it going away if you turn into a giant shark. Therefore, I can only assume it still functions because I am
Ooh.
conscious.
And all 3 attacks miss Zella, thankfully.
You mean Gibillion?
Sure. Whatever you say.
I am a shark.
Bump, bump, bump.
Alright. And at this point, you can see that there do appear to be drow upon the wall here. And I'll try and reveal those to you here in a moment as they come up. There we go. As these first 3 will take another round of shots. So we'll do Kha'narique is unconscious. We'll do one onto Zannah first. And that will hit.
How many of them are there?
They had a surprise round first, since they knew you were coming. This is their first actual round. So, Zannah, go
How
ahead
did
and
they know we
take.
were coming?
Because they... Wait.
We have a bright beaming light.
Oh yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb of you guys, honestly.
Zannah, go ahead and take 8 more points of piercing damage and roll me another 2 Constitution saving throws. And then the next one will be on to Seren, which will also hit. Oh, yikes. Seren, I need you to take 6 points of piercing damage and roll 2 Constitution saves. And Zannah, I'm going to need a dexterity save from you.
Now, since
You said 2
have
constitution.
they attacked
Yes.
Kha'narique yet?
They did.
Did they have disadvantage because she's prone?
Oh no, those didn't. They skipped over me, the new ones.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, they saw her go prone and chose the other targets. So with that, Zannah falls unconscious as well, and does drop down into the boat. But the large shark shifts back into the form of Ari Oops, that should not have vision. It's fine.
That's bad news bears for them.
All right, and the boat does begin to get pulled in the opposite direction now. And there will be one more who will make its attack onto Zella. And that's a 14, which does hit. So, Zella, you'll take 6 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution save from you as well.
Constituted.
Very nice. You are not poisoned. All right, and then we'll get to the gunslingers who appear, and we'll take 2 shots. And I believe they're now... Yep, I think so. Let's check this real fast. Yep, just out. Cool. Perfect. So, they will, one from behind will make an attack at disadvantage onto Seren. That will miss. And the one up front will make a attack onto Seren at flat, which will also miss, I believe. Yeah. As both attacks just ring out these loud pistols that shatter the silence of the air again. But both of them just skimming off of the armor that Seren wears. And Zella, it will be your turn. You have 2 party members who are lying unconscious in the back of the boat that is now moving the opposite direction. And it does shift down slowly, but steadily.
I will shoot back at one of these back here in the hopes of protecting our downed people. How about this one?
All right, go for it. Two of those will hit.
All right. Was one the second? Because then I get the
Yes,
D8.
one was the second.
Sweet.
So a total of
So,
22.
Yep.
Alrighty. Then that will bring us over to Zannah. Zannah, you are currently unconscious. So that'll bring us over to Ari. Ari, you are treading water as this rope is now pulling you backwards. Go ahead and first roll me. Are you trying to hold on to the rope?
No.
Alright, then roll me a dexterity save.
Save.
Alright, as you shift, this rope is now right in front of your head, and it comes back and just slams into you. You'll take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced down to 0. And it is your
Love to
turn.
see it. Great. I am going to use my 15 feet of movement to swim over to this guy who is about to have a very bad day.
They are up on the ledge, just so you know.
Good for them? Question mark?
Yeah.
I can walk on walls.
I understand. I'm just making sure that you know that there is movement to get up there.
I mean, how far up the ledge is it, I guess?
It's about
how
20
high is it?
feet.
Oh. That's a bummer. Ah, shit. It reloaded. So I was here.
Swim 15, climb 15, 5-foot reach.
Swimming takes double movement, doesn't it?
You have a swim
Not
speed.
if you have a swim speed.
Oh, shit. I have a swim speed?
Yeah, it's
You
from your
do?
stone, isn't it? I think that's a new
Oh,
feature
shit.
from your
I
stone.
probably do.
Let me
That would make
confirm, but I believe that's a feature of your stone.
Well, you changed it.
No, I added to it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Changed positively.
Who does it
It
not
doesn't
give
say
you a swim
anything
speed?
about a swim speed.
Oh, maybe it doesn't do that yet. Wait,
Oh,
oh no.
Spoilers.
Speaks to, yeah, innate swimming speed. I thought you had, oh, maybe I'm thinking of the other fighter thing. Never mind, carry on. So yeah, so you would just be able to get to the bottom, the edge, and maybe start walking up it.
So actually, I am going to, so I'll take 10 feet, so that's 20 feet of my movement to get to the edge. And from here, I'm going to use one of the stone's charges to have advantage, and then I'm going to use Eldritch Blast.
All right, and
'Cause
is
I
that
am
for
still in the
the
water?
is that for the turn? Or is
What
it
do you
for
mean?
the attack?
It says
all your
let me
attacks
see
until
what
the
it
end of your turn. Yep. So
Yeah.
both of those are made at advantage.
do Pew, and we'll do Pew.
The
The
first one
16
will
hit.
hit. The second does not.
That's a bummer.
Would you do blast up with one?
6 force damage, and then we will how you say oops. And then we will walk the extra 10 feet up the cliff, which I can't really indicate with my token, but you'll
Yep.
just have to know that I'm closer. And let's see. Bonus action.
Oops.
Drow don't like daylight, right?
Correct, I think.
Oh, that's a 1 action. Sag. Alright, that's all for my turn then.
Alrighty. Then that brings us to Kha'narique.
At the end of my turn, my familiar will use its action to shake me awake, assuming it works the same as my poison. And that's all I've got.
Alright. So you are awoken up, but are still poisoned.
Yep.
And then we will get to these creatures. As these creatures begin to hop off the walls and swim towards and try to hop onto said boat. And I need... Where is it? There it is. Okie dokie. So it's just 2 of them from there. Yep. Perfect. So as they move over, and they will try, one of them will try to first shake the boat, but not finding any, kind of moves the boat back and forth, but not quite able to give it enough of a shift to get it to turn over. The other one hops up and will, let's move this to the back. There we go. Will try and take some strikes onto Kha'narique. Alrighty, so that is a... Okay, cool. Alright, the first one hits, and the second one also hits. So you will take 7 points of slashing on the first, and 4 points of slashing on the second, Kha'narique.
Got it.
And then we've got the other drow who will appear. As the ledges just begin to get swarmed by these entities. And so we'll do 2 on to Zella first. Oh, why am I rolling that? Alright, and both of those do hit. Zella, go ahead and take 7 points of... Oh. Whoops, I messed up something, but that's okay. 7 points of piercing and 7 points of piercing, and 2 constitution saving throws, please. The next 2 will be made onto Seren, who is still standing. And yeah, they don't care about Ari yet. Both of those onto Seren miss. Zella, you do feel as the poison takes over, but you do not fall unconscious. And then the last one will make his attacks onto... He'll go on to Seren as well. And that one will miss as well. And now, Seren, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to do Spirit Shroud.
All right.
Let's see. If I clicked it. It's taking a minute, maybe. It's not letting me click it. Is there a reason for that? Oh, actually, that's a bonus action, so maybe I can't.
You should be able to tag it. Does it have a little icon beside it to paste in? Or maybe you're clicking on the wrong title. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can see your sheet here.
It is a bonus action, so I should do something else first.
Let's see. Spirit Shroud. Alright. Okay, so Spirit Shroud is a concentration up to 1 minute, calling forth the spirits of the dead. Until the spell ends, any attacks you make deal an extra damage. And you can reduce their speed as well.
That's the plan. And is one of the drows in the boat, right?
One of the beasts is in the boat. A creature called a Quaggoth.
Okay. I'm gonna bestow curse on it.
So you can't actually cast multiple spells of level. If you use a bonus action spell, then you can use an action for a cantrip or an attack, but you can't cast another leveled spell.
Got it. That's fine. Then, yeah. Then I'm gonna do Toll the Dead. It's a cantrip.
Alrighty.
The optimal cantrip.
I don't know why it rolled.
It's actually
That's
a save,
weird.
but
Yeah.
It's weird. That's like how the compendium does it, and I was too lazy to fix it.
Gotcha. Unfortunately, it does succeed on the save, so no damage there. But you do have
Try every
your
time.
Spirit Shroud up. And now it will be the Elite Warriors. One of them is going to fire at Seren, try and knock that off. Let's see. And that's just a 15, so that does not hit. The other two are going to turn their attention at Ari, who is hanging onto the side, and launch down 2 attacks onto him. And one of them will connect. Ari, you will take 9 points of piercing damage, and if you could roll me a Constitution saving throw.
You already reduced that.
No, reduced to 6.
Oops, not supposed to be an advantage, but still.
That's all right. Yep, that is plenty as you resist the poison.
If the DC is greater than 25, I think we should flee.
You're not
that's
wrong.
my galaxy brain strat.
Alrighty. So he will fire at Seren, which misses. And then this one will fire back at Ari as well.
Oh yeah, I should have light again.
And you're correct. I'll put that on you here shortly.
I was gonna say it doesn't really matter that much, but
Yep.
no.
Ari, you will get hit by one of the gunslingers as his pistol rings out. You're going to take 9 reduced to 6 piercing and 13 poison. And that'll bring us to Zella. Zella, you are poisoned, so any attacks will be at disadvantage.
Well, oh well. Is there an obvious leader among all of these enemies?
You can use... Let's see, what do we... I think it's an action to make an insight check if you want to do that.
Nah, we'll just fire at random then.
Oh yeah, we will. AoE, please. AoE. AoE.
I have none of that.
This action
How
economy
about-
is in shambles.
How about this guy? Oh wait, I forgot to click the disadvantage, so this one's just dumb.
Sorry, which one was that on?
Um, this one.
All right, cool. So just the first one will hit.
Ah.
So I think that's just 5.
Yeah.
All right, so 5 points of damage to him. All right, and Zannah still unconscious in the boat. Ari.
I'm going to yell for someone to slap Zannah awake as my free action. And then I'm going to run the rest of the way up the cliff and visit extreme violence on these drow. And to do that, I would like to actually I just want to whack. I don't have anything fancy yet. So we will take magic sword. Whack. Does a 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, 14 slashing. Damn.
16 does
again.
not.
That's a bummer. And as is, actually this time we're not gonna shove, we're gonna use our bonus action to Shield of Faith ourselves. And that'll get our AC up to 23.
Alrighty. Kha'narique.
I will assume my form of dread first.
Alrighty.
And it's stuck on this rolling the dice thing. I think we've lost roll 20. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I can hear
Yep.
you. It's
Yeah.
just, it's roll 20's been a little bit sluggish.
And let's go ahead and call out. So none of them are obviously in charge. None of them are wearing anything fancier.
They're all wearing relatively similar gear. If you want to try and see who's giving commands or things, that'll be an action to make an insight check.
Just who to address, kind of thing. That the intent is to talk to somebody.
You could yell
None
at
of
the
them
air
are
like God intended.
Yeah, none of them are standing out just naturally.
In that case, I will. I will direct it, I guess, towards this main group, and be more like, stop it! Wait, we can help. Can we go to your leader and talk? I am a physician, and I know your people well, and I will say it in Undercommon, in their language.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
All right. Despite using their language and assuming a form of dread.
Correct.
It
If
can't be
anything,
flat.
the form of dread is not helping you. You're fighting them and you look scary.
Yeah, but they're into that, right?
Yeah, it depends. Alright. So you call this out to them. Is there anything else that you want to do on your
a
turn?
lot worse.
And I'll tell everyone else, wait, they attacked us, but pause, let us talk first. And yeah, I will not make any aggressive actions. The familiar will shake Zannah awake and then return back into my coat.
Alright, and I believe they do still get attacks of opportunity, correct?
Not against a creature you cannot see. It is
Oh,
invisible.
because it's invisible. Right.
Yes, sir.
But hold on, you're gonna have to remind me how this works. So it's invisible until it takes an action, right? Or just an attack?
Until it attacks.
Gotcha.
Specifically, only when it attacks does that break its invis.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Then So I'll say, as you call up, you can catch, since you can see these creatures clearly, a couple of them kind of look around a bit confused, and you can see that the one actually in the middle, one of these gunslingers does kind of shake them out of it and calls out, which you understand in Undercommon, keep firing! And they do continue to attack the beasts first, as they are completely unaffected. And this creature will hop up into the boat as it begins to heavily dip down into the water. And so we'll have one attack or two attacks onto Kha'narique. So the first one will hit. The second one, whoops. Oh, actually, both of those don't hit. I thought your AC was lower. Both of the attacks onto Kha'narique miss, and then the two attacks onto Zannah. Wow.
What have you been running my AC as?
I've been checking on the other ones. I just didn't remember correctly. I thought it was a 15 rather than a 16 for this rolls. And
Zannah's still prone, right?
correct.
She should, no,
I
disadvantage.
I would have stood up if we were.
No, but Zannah
Kha'narique-
just got woken up.
Kha'narique is standing.
Yeah.
Zannah is prone. These are
Yes.
melee attacks, so they are at advantage.
Sorry, I was thinking of the shooting. My bad.
Nope, these are the ones in the boat.
Oops.
So Zannah will take one attack that hits, and that'll be 6 points of slashing damage to Zannah. And now we'll get to the Drow, and they are spurred on to continue attacking. So we'll have two attacks onto Kha'narique for start. And I'm doing the wrong
16.
thing again. Yep. Both of those will miss. And then two attacks onto Seren. Both of those will also miss. And finally, one attack onto Zella. And that one does hit. Zella, you're going to take 3 points of piercing damage, and go ahead and roll me another Constitution saving throw. And Seren, it is your turn.
Okay. I am casting Aura of Purity.
Keep in mind, you would know that the Spirit Shroud is a concentration spell. You can only have one concentration spell up at a time, so if you cast this, which you can do, it'll just make your Spirit Shroud go away.
That's fine.
Alrighty.
This way we're resistant to poison.
And let me go ahead and bump that up. Alright, now you have a second aura around you.
Well, that's a chunky aura. We stand. Oh, we stand so much.
Alright. It will be the Elite Warrior's turn, and one of them will begin to kind of move its arms, kind of drawing shadows from its hands and pulsing them forward. And you all see as a shroud of darkness does wrap around Ari.
Oh. It's a nice shroud of darkness they got there. It'd be a shame if it got dispelled.
And the other one...
I knew I should have taken blind fighting, by the way. The extra AC is not worth it.
And I don't think that hits even through that. No, it doesn't. So you hear a clang against your armor, Ari, but you are unaffected.
That's right.
Well, they do have a second attack. Yeah, that one doesn't hit either. Alrighty.
Who knew? Having an AC of 23 was good.
Tis good, tis good.
Is
Alright.
there a way to selectively let people see through that, Austin?
No.
Okay. But I could in fact see through that. The map effect you just...
Do you have Devil Sight or something?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
Fancy
You can see through this, yes.
Alright.
But no, there's not an easy way to just let you see through that.
Okay.
Alrighty. So that'll bring us... Oh, he's got one more, or this one has one attack, so we'll do Kha'narique. Why not? Alright, that one will... I keep forgetting to roll these in the actual thing, but that one will hit with that. And let's do this for damage. 5 points of piercing damage and a Constitution saving throw at advantage, Kha'narique. All right, and that one is a success. And yeah, we'll have one of these attacks onto. Yeah, we'll do onto Zella and onto Kha'narique now that you're within range. So the first one onto Zella does hit. Zella, you're going to take 11 points of piercing and 5 points of poison since you do have resistance to poison damage. And Kha'narique, that one misses you, as you are not hit by the pistol shot.
Pew pew, motherfuckers.
And Zella, it is your turn.
All right. I will turn my attention to this side of the bank for a little bit and shoot at this guy because he looks different, and I don't know, maybe that means bad.
Red makes you angry.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Oh wait, I'm still poisoned, so
Correct.
I'm going to hit the disadvantage button.
It didn't matter. You rolled 2 natural 2s.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, none of those
exponentially
attacks
better.
will hit.
Oof.
Which is exponentially better than any natural 1s.
True.
Damn, the 17 doesn't hit?
Nope.
Damn.
Dang.
Are you trying to kill us again?
I'm always trying to kill you. Actually, this module is always trying to kill you.
Uh-huh. You just helping it along.
I just enable it.
Very nice.
Alright.
And make sure we don't have diamonds.
Hey, I flipped through this book so many times. I don't think there's any diamonds listed. So the fact that we give anything at all is a gift.
I am a generous god.
Okay, Jess, are you back?
Yes.
Cool. It is your turn.
Okay.
You are awake but prone.
Is the thing that's like in the boat with us? Is that does that have any metal on it by chance?
No, it is a beast, a creature.
Okay. Well, then can I be a water elemental? Sounds fun.
Can you be?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm gonna get out of the boat though.
All right. So you
I'm
kind
gonna
of
go,
hop
like,
over,
here.
and as you're hopping out of the boat, shift into this water elemental form.
Yeah. That sounds like a good game plan.
All right, and then you could do that as a bonus action, I believe. So any attacks?
Yes.
You are still poisoned, so they are at disadvantage. Just keep that in mind.
I am immune to poison now.
That's correct. That giant aura of purity.
But if you're already poisoned,
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense.
so it can't become diseased, has resistance to poison damage.
And
you
is
get advantage on
immune.
saving throws against any of the conditions. Okay, so yeah, so if you make another throw against the poison,
But
you'll be
is
fine,
it?
but you can't.
You're saying
yeah,
your
you're still
water
poisoned.
elemental has
Oh,
immunity?
your water elemental might just be immune to poison.
Is that what
It
you're
says-
saying,
That would make
Jess?
sense.
Yeah, it says condition immunities: exhaustion, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, and unconscious.
Oh yeah,
All
you're
right.
Gucci.
So then, yeah, I
You-
think you're fine.
You are so Gucci.
That does clear you.
Who?
At least
You
for the
see,
time
I
being.
am simply water, therefore not poisoned. What is alcohol but poisoned water?
Okay. So can I just smack the thing right there?
Those are up on the cliff, so they're about 20 feet up. So you can't quite reach them, but you can reach the ones that are currently in the boat.
Okay, so I can smack that guy?
This one right here? Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because it's just that one and then the one that's on the other side of...
Kha'narique. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll smack that one. Let me see what the...
Smack that.
Yes.
Do 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 do.
Oh, it gets 2 smacks.
Do do do
Smack,
do.
So we will do... Alright. Yes. Do. Boom. First smack. Oh,
Fucking
second smack.
bitches. Ow.
First smack hits, second one does not.
Okay. Now I need this. Smack.
Nice. Alrighty. And I forgot to shift down the boat, so we'll do that. That would have happened before Zannah's turn. I need to add a token for that so I don't forget again. Add turn. Perfect. Alrighty. And so you would be down here. And no longer... Oop. Oh, that's because it's on the front. There we go. Alright, no longer prone. And that will bring us to Ari. Ari, you are currently in darkness.
Yeah, so, I would just, like to, I don't know, pick, say, a point within range, maybe, yeah, like right about here where Seren is,
Okay.
and, cast, Daylight.
Perfect.
But, like, higher, like at my height.
I was gonna
Okay.
say.
Like above Seren.
Blinding light.
Blind us, please.
I don't think you understand how badly this is going to fuck with them.
Oh, goodness. It's 30-30 or 60-60?
It is 60-60.
Big light.
Big light! And it dispels the darkness.
Yeah. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
My
Like, let there be
my
light.
magic is better. Imagine.
Auras on auras on auras. Alright. Anything else, Ari?
Well, I would like the magic, the darkness to be
I'm
dispelled.
getting there. Goodness
And,
gracious.
Well, I can't see what else I can do when it's all dark.
You don't remember what it was? There.
No, that's no, that would be very rash. And
Too many.
Are all of those also up on the wall?
Everything along the edge of the wall is up on the wall.
yeah, that's actually
dumb.
that's all we got.
Okay. I don't like it, but okay.
Damn, I had to use a smite slot for not smite. I hope they're happy.
I hope you're happy now.
Alrighty. And I believe that does reduce... Oh no, that's not concentration. Never mind. So Kha'narique,
That's right.
your turn.
It just lasts an hour.
The guy who called out, he's a drow, right?
Yes, they're all drow.
Could I please have a DC 19 wisdom save from him and he gets advantage on it?
Alrighty.
Because he's an elf.
Does he get disadvantage because he's in daylight?
Probably not against this. It's charm magic. Elves are resistant to it.
He
Yeah,
passes.
but you can have advantage and disadvantage cancel out at least and be flat.
He does not have disadvantage from this.
So
But he does pass with the...
So
ac-
you,
Yep.
I was going to try and convince him to make us. So yeah,
You know,
it was,
Joe,
again,
I would
calling
really
out.
appreciate if you got on board with the team here and just did damage because this is not working.
Hey, there are different ways to solve a fight.
So yeah, again, calling out in.
I like
in
the ones with
undercommon
extreme violence.
to his.
Yeah,
to
you
him.
you
To, hey,
call
call
out
off
and
your
see it.
attack and take us to your leader. We would rather help you than harm you.
Yeah, you see these words kind of propelled with this magical charm, but the drow seems to break, or the magic breaks across the drow and does not take any effect. And you see him still kind of leading this charge.
In that case, we'll bonus action and we'll try and knock him unconscious. So maybe the fact of knocking him out will convince everyone else to do so.
Alrighty.
So Does that hit?
That does.
Now he needs a DC 19 con save. He'll take 1 damage.
Alrighty, and let's see. Alrighty. So as you launch this small attack, you all watch as this tiny little arrow flies into this drow, who suddenly starts to falter, and begins to fall off of the ledge and down into the water, as there is a splash as he falls beneath the waves of the water. And
again, I'll call out to everyone else in Undercommon again. Call off the attack.
All right. And with that, that's actually where we're going to unfortunately have to leave it off for the night, because I've got to hop over to something else real fast. But we thank you all for joining us, and we'll catch the back half of this fight with the drow when we return. And hopefully with that epic strike, perhaps this persuasive words might be more willingly heard. But we'll catch you all again next week.
I tried being nice, he didn't